Gayle King and Oprah versus black men. So Gayle and Oprah have been like kind of like a topic of discussion for probably like the past week. As far as Oprah is concerned, she was called out by Monique, and she was called out by, she's been called out by celebrities in the past about her doing documentaries about black men and trying to, delve into, the situations of black men that are being accused or have been accused of, sexual things, and everybody's like, Oprah, you're shady, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson was not charged. Russell Simmons has not been charged. So, why are you trying to kind of beat this, agenda of, bringing down black men? And Gayle has been in the news because she recently did a interview about Kobe Bryant's life with his best friend Lisa Leslie, who is a poppin', dope WNBA player, a women's basketball player. And she was doing an interview and talking about Kobe's life, and she basically brought up Kobe's rape charges that he had 17 years ago, and that he was not convicted of. And a lot of people thought that the question and the way that she went about it was distasteful, and not even most people, it wasn't even the question of her bringing up his rape allegations or getting her take on it. It was the comments and the constant pushing of the topic to try to make him look like a certain way that people didn't like. Okay. And Gayle came out with the video. I ain't gonna add the clip. Gayle came out with a video basically saying that, it wasn't her intention, that it was bad editing, which is, everybody knows that's bullshit, because, the words that you said out your mouth, your responses to Lisa Leslie were your responses. You know what I mean? You can't like edit that or whatever. I do understand what she's saying about they took that clip instead of putting another clip. They could have put, but that's what people like. They could have put a clip of Lisa Leslie talking about, how amazing he was, and that could have been the headline clip, but it wasn't. So I do understand her point there, but as far as like editing and context, it's like, girl, you said it out your mouth, so no. So after all this has happened, rappers excuse me, singers have come out, entertainers have come out and basically called out Gayle, disrespected this woman, calling her all types of bitches and dog faces and all types of this and okra and kale and reading these bitches. And though some of the videos were funny, they were definitely disrespectful. And what I will say is I do understand people's point of it's seeming as though black people, and especially recently the Oprahs and the Gayles, have been very shady and very shisty to black people. Monique is one. The documentaries of, the people that they've, Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons and Gayle doing an interview with Robert Kelly, just different things. And so a lot of people have been saying that. And, I can see what people are talking about with that. Why haven't you done a documentary on Harvey Weinstein, which Harvey Weinstein is in court right now, and there's people that are reporting on Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein isn't in the urban arena, so a lot of people that don't, watch like the mainstream news, and a lot of people don't watch ABC and Fox, and a lot of people don't sit and watch or go on their Instagram pages or go on their websites. A lot of people don't. So just because it's not being reported in the black blogs and in the black entertainment realm, because he's not a black entertainer, so you're gonna hear about the Russell Simmons, you're gonna hear about the Robert Kellys, because they are in the more urban, scene. So that's either here or there. But a lot of people are like, why aren't you doing a documentary on them? Why aren't you doing a documentary on different people? And I completely understand that. And I personally have a theory about why excuse me, let me get some water. I pretty much have a theory on why I feel like Oprah and Gayle, but especially Oprah, seems to want to delve into the situations that pertain to black men and sexual charges. And I believe it's personally because Oprah has done plenty of interviews, and she's been pretty open about the way that she grew up, and she's been pretty open about the fact that she was raped, R-E-P-E-D. You know what I'm trying to say. She was sexually violated at a young age, elementary school age, and she was sexually violated as well at the age of 14. Now, I believe that Miss Oprah Winfrey is from Mississippi. And I doubt that she was hanging around and living and surrounded by a ton of white people. She was surrounded by the people in her neighborhood, her family, which by looking at her, I mean, I don't mean to judge, but she looks like she's a black woman. So a lot of her family members, a lot of her peers, her friends, her neighbors were probably African American people. And she said that she was sexually violated twice in her younger years, and that when she was 14 years old, when she was trying to explain the situation to her family, when she was trying to explain the situation to those who were supposed to be in her corner, nobody believed her. And I'm pretty sure that her sexual predators were black people, black men. And so fast forward to now, Oprah's making all of these accusations, and even Gayle going as far as to say, you know, well, when she asked Lisa Leslie about Kobe's allegations, sexual allegations back in 2003, and she said, well, you know, Lisa Leslie said, I never experienced that. I never saw that with Kobe. I could never see him being aggressive with a woman in that way. And Gayle responded and said, well, you know, you wouldn't see that. That wasn't a question. That was just a statement. Like, what was she supposed to say to that? However, by her saying that and her saying, well, you wouldn't see it, it kind of ties into when Oprah says nobody believed her. And it's probably because nobody saw it. And who knows what Gayle has gone through. You know, a lot of women have been sexually violated in their life. And, you know, a lot of women haven't, but a lot of women have. And especially at a young age. Especially as a teenager. And maybe with a teenage lover. It has happened before. So, maybe it's happened to Gayle too. But it does seem mighty funny that, you know, when Oprah said, you know, I'm not scared of a Russell Simmons, you know, and she said, I believe these girls. I want to fight for these girls. And I really feel like that's her young self, you know, wanting to justify and crucify someone that maybe looked like someone who did what they did to her. And maybe she's like, you know, I believe these girls. Like, and when she was talking, she was doing another interview, and she was talking about how in Africa, her school, how she stayed on trial for 3 years fighting for young women who said that they were sexually violated by dorm members and things like that. So, you know, I think that that's really like herself still probably never even dealt with situations like that. And that's why, you know, and I don't mean to sidebar, but when I just made that video about the whole Nicki Minaj thing, and she's saying, oh, well, she asked me for $20 million. She probably asked you for $20 million because that daughter's probably going to need money. She's mentally bleeped. Just the same way Oprah is probably mentally bleeped from things that happened 30, 40 years ago for her. And nobody believed her. So when she sees women, but probably especially black women, which are, you know, in the Russell Simmons case, or I don't know what he like Miss Women's, but you know what I mean. When she sees women that are saying, this black man did this to me, she's like, well, I believe you, because when I was you when a black man did this to me. And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying what my theory is, because everybody's like, it seems like they always come after black men. They seem like they always come after black men, especially when it comes to sexual allegations and violating women and young women and things like that. And that's my theory. I think it's because she was violated when she was younger and nobody believed her. Her family didn't believe her. And I don't know if it went to court, but the courts probably didn't believe. Nobody believed her. And nothing happened to that man. And that man ended up walking free. And so in her older years, when she hears these things, she probably believes it because she lived it. And probably have multiple friends that have lived it, and things like that. And that's something that she can relate to, and that's something that she probably vowed to herself to fight for. Now, the whole situation with the Monique and all that, that's a whole different topic. But that's just my theory on that. You know, it doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong, you know, but that's just my theory on that. Now, Snoop Dogg and Boosie and all y'all was dead ass wrong for reading Gayle the way that y'all read Gayle. And the same way that Boosie said, and be your own people, and be your own people, da 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 da. Exactly, and be your own people. Why is you calling out that woman like that? Why couldn't Boosie? You got millions of dollars. Boosie, I'm pretty sure you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that could get in touch with Gayle, so you can have, maybe you could have tried to get an interview with her. Maybe you could have tried to talk to her behind the scenes. But instead, you get on your social media with millions of people, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, millions of people, and disrespect that woman the way that you did. And same with you, Snoop Dogg. And same with you, Ari. There are plenty of people that loved Kobe. When I was watching the clips when Kobe passed, of all of those people rallying at the Staples Center and all of these people around the country holding visuals and things like that for Kobe Bryant, it wasn't just black people. There was white people out there crying. There was Hispanic people out there crying. There was mixed race people out there crying. It wasn't just black people. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't just black people that were offended or felt some type of way about the way Gayle conducted herself. But did you see a Hispanic or a white person or whatever going at Gayle like that? And they were the same motherfuckers out there, probably more out there crying and talking about how they followed Kobe and all that for years and years and years. But you didn't see that any of them getting online. The only white motherfucker that I seen going online disrespecting Gayle was that dude Rappaport. Or that white dude. I don't know his goddamn name. He's like a New Yorker, Boston, Connecticut dude, Rappaport. That's the only white boy I seen. So that irritates me. If you don't want to be a part of the problem, don't be a part of the problem. If you don't want to agree about what that black woman said, then it's like a ripple effect. She says something that you don't like, that you feel like disrespects the community. You get online and disrespect the community, which is going to cause other people that aren't in the community to disrespect the community and be like, yeah, Boosie, yeah, Snoop, that dog-head ass bitch. What? And don't get me wrong, Gayle was out of pocket. I'm not standing up for Gayle. Gayle was out of pocket. You know what I mean? And whatever the fuck happened to Oprah and Gayle when they was younger, when it pertains to black men and sexual allegations, y'all gonna have to let that go. You can't thrust that on every single black man. You know what I mean? And if you are gonna do that, you need to do it equally with all types of races. So I'm not standing up for Gayle. Okay? But what I do not like is that it seems like whenever it's a black man that's being tossed around the media and being disrespected, black men and black people will rally up. But when it's a black woman, nobody says shit. And I don't like that. I don't like that. And don't get me wrong, Kobe Bryant passed away, and that's tragic. Him and his daughter and 7 other people. That's tragic as fuck. So don't I understand that it's different. But the same way that you got up and disrespected that black woman, you could have got up and disrespected that black man that disrespected Ari and called her a dog and called Tiana Taylor a dog. Y'all could have got up and read Terry Cruz's big beefy beef jerky ass. None of y'all did that. So relax and miss me with that bullshit. The videos were funny, but you know, once you get past a little stupid, you know, because these niggas ain't really all that educated. They have talent like a motherfucker. These niggas ain't. Well, let me not say that. But anyway, like I was saying, the videos was funny. You know what I mean? But once I got past it, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You call out this black woman for disrespecting the black man, but then you as a black man get online and double down on that shit and disrespect the black woman, which is just going to cause more disrespect and the ripple effect of disrespect of the black community. So good job, guys. Anyway, that's my video. Thank you for tuning in to Libra Views. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it, okay?